Yes. There are a lot of people from
Mundra.
Mundra and Porbandar.
Mhm.
Though there is no particular limit, we have people from other parts of the country as well. So
Yes.
I think let us start. So welcome all to day 2 of the boot camp. Today we have different sessions like Google Classroom, Google Meet, Google Calendar, tasks, YouTube, and so on. So today's session of the first concept, that is how to work with Google Classroom, is the first topic of today, and Nayan sir is going to present this topic. So Nayan sir, you may please start.
Fine. Thank you, Vishal sir. Let me first thank Reshma ma'am and Vishal for dragging me in these wonderful sessions. And really, I'm enjoying being associated with all these people. And even I'm very happy that many of the participants have joined from different locations. So welcome everybody. Not wasting much time in other things. Let's quickly start. Shall I start now? I think.
Yes, yes. Let us start, sir. We should not wait now.
Yes.
People will be joining anyway.
Yes. Yes. So I'll be sharing the screen first.
Yes.
Is it visible now?
No, sir, not yet. Are you able to share it,
No,
or is it
I
having?
no, I
Wait,
share.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's now. It is presented, sir.
Fine.
Now it's
So
present.
it's a full
So,
screen now?
yeah, full
Yes.
screen. So participants are requested to pin this particular screen so that it remains visible throughout the session. Yes, sir.
Fine. So before we see practically Google Classroom, let us just go through the points which we will be discussing. Believe me, Google application, there are so many applications, and most of the applications we'll be discussing during this 3 day session. But personally, I feel that Google Classroom and Google Form, these two are really wonderful applications and most widely used among teachers and students. So Google Classroom, you can compare the classroom exactly with our physical classroom, and we can do the same activity which we do in the physical classroom using Google Classroom. So the first thing, like for a teacher, is to create a class. Once class is created, there are options to even edit that classroom, even delete that classroom, or deleted class. We can again restore that. And then noting down the class code is very important. Every teacher should have the class code with them so that if for any reason when we invite student, if they cannot join with that invite or is there any problem, then we can send them the class code. They can join the class using the class code very easily. Settings of the classroom is very important because before we add students in our classroom setting is very important, and we'll see all those important settings which we need to do before we start our class or before we invite the students. After setting up the class, the next thing is to invite the students. We can invite the students by sending email, or we can invite the students through the class code, or even through WhatsApp message. You can send the students the class code and ask them to join. So there are many ways we can ask the students to join our class. And then different actions which we can take on students. Once the students are added in the class, when we invite them and they accept the invitation, there are few things again from the classroom directly we can do with the students is we can send them email. We can remove them if we feel that any particular student is not behaving properly, or any unwanted student is by mistake added in the class, we can remove them. Or if any student is annoying by sending some messages or disturbing the class, but we don't want to remove that student, we just want to mute that student. So that is also possible. We can mute the students. So remember that a class can have multiple teachers now. One class can have multiple teachers teaching different subjects. So in one class, when we add people, we can add people under the tab of teacher as well as under the tab of students. So if you add teachers, you will be the owner of the class, and the rest of the teachers will be your colleague. And but all the teachers will have same rights on that classroom. So it won't be like if I create my class and then I invite other teachers in that class, then other teachers will have less right. All the teachers will be having the same right. Student point of view, there is one very important thing that sometimes we keep getting that query from the student that my name is not there in the list. My name is not there in the list. But let me tell you, as a teacher, we can see our name in the list. When I open my account and if I'm teacher in that class, I can see my name in the list. But when student open their classroom, that particular student will not see his own name, his or her own name in that classroom. So we need to instruct them, or if the query comes, we need to tell them that you are there in the class, but you won't be able to see your own name. Suppose there are 51 students and I am the 51st student, I won't be able to see my name. I'll be able to see rest of the 50 students' name. So let us first quickly create a class and see all these settings.
Yeah. So first thing is how to open the classroom.
Yeah, that only we'll be starting with that only. So let me start with again that. Okay. So first thing is like you need to log in with your Gmail account. Once you log in with your Gmail account, let me show you that. You will be coming on. I hope the screen is visible, Vishal sir.
The presentation is visible, sir.
Presentation is visible. Okay. So for I think it's a screen, we need to change the.
You need you share the entire screen, sir. So even if you swap between the tab pages, it will be fine.
Okay. Just a second.
No issue, sir.
I hope now it should come slowly.
It may still take some time to.
Yeah. So first you need to open your Gmail account. Once you have your Gmail account, whether it is organizational account or your personal account from where you want to use the Google Classroom. So first you open that Google account, your Gmail account. I already clicked on share, but I don't.
Yeah, you presented the screen, sir?
Yes.
Retry again, sir.
Present now your entire screen.
When you present the entire screen, you have to select the screen in between.
Yeah. Now it is there?
No, not yet. Yes, sir. It's coming. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, it's there. Yeah, fine.
Okay, fine. So, like when you go to your Gmail account, you will end up like this. You will open your Gmail account, and then these 9 dots on the upper right corner you see. From there, you need to click on the classroom. This you click on classroom. If you feel that you need to use classroom tab, classroom option quite frequently, you can drag it and bring it on any location where you want to put. So once you start your classroom, you will come to this classroom. This is where you will come. Now, right now, as you can see, there is no class created. So the first thing is to observe this plus sign to create a class. So we click on this and we have 2 options. Either we join a class or we create a class. Join class option is for students. Create class is for teachers. So we click on create class. It will ask us some permission. We say, yes, we read the and continue. And this is where we create the class. Naming all these 4 sections are very important. Like suppose here I want to say GEG Gujarat, and the section is suppose November 2020. Subject I say computer science, and room number 1. And click on create. It will take little time to create the class with all these features. Once the classroom comes, the first step we have to follow is go for the settings of the class. So this is the class created. You can see that this is the class. If you feel that something the information which you are given, for example, subject name, which comes here on this arrow, if you click, if you want it here, then you can change that. Rather writing November 2020 over there, you can write subject over there. So whatever you want to change, you can change, and even you can skip those things. Fine. Settings button is here. The classroom setting is here. We click on the settings button, and you can again see you can make changes on this thing. And these are the different settings. Now, the first important setting is this class code. Class code is very important. It is already there in the class also and here also. You can remember or note down this class code so you can pass it to the students. Stream is something, the way of communication. So there are three options. Either a student can post and comment, student can only post a comment, and only teachers can post and comment. I prefer we select only teachers can post and comment so that no student will in between make any kind of interference. Then classwork on the stream. Show condensed notification, hide notification, and show attachment in detail. You will understand this once we send an assignment. Then, but whenever we are sending some information, students get it as a notification. So whether you want to hide it over a students tab, or you want to show it, or you want to show it as a condensed notification. So it's up to us. Show deleted item is for teachers. If any teacher is deleting any item, that item also will be visible for the teachers. Grading is very important. If you want Google Classroom and especially form to be calculating marks and checking is done automatically and giving the grade also to the students automatically, then we should go for this. Either we go for total points where the values are given, or we go for the weighted by category. Weighted by category, if we go, then we need to define the categories from here. So we have here the categories. We can add different categories. Won't be adding many categories right now, but just to paste 50%, it should be coming to total 100%. So another category, and let's say homework, another 50%. So altogether total it should come to 100%. Show overall grade to students. We make it on so that students can see their overall grade. And lastly, not to forget to click on the save button. So these settings are now saved. Again, at any point of time, we can change these settings again by clicking on this button and can change the settings. Now let us go to the class people tab. The next step will be the adding people tab. So as you can see, okay, GEG student is in teacher. I did from the wrong mail ID. I did it from GEG student. I did the teacher work anyway. And student, I'll add myself then. So for student, here we have this plus sign, or even down also it says invite students to your class. So all this plus sign you can add teachers and students. So click on this. If you have the student's mail ID written in some Excel sheet, then you can select all those mail IDs together and paste it here, and all the students will be invited directly. So here I say, now I'll be student here.
See, I would just add to this what Nancy said, that see, when you are logging in for the first time in the Google Classroom, you will be asked the question for that: are you a teacher or a student? So if you select that you are a teacher, then only this plus sign will come where you can create a class. If you select as a student, then the plus sign will come, but in the plus sign, only the option of join the class will be available. So whenever you're whenever just creating say logging into the classroom for the first time, you will be getting this first alert is whether you will be joining as a student or a teacher. So if you're an educator, remember to select a teacher's option, not the student's option, because otherwise you'll not be able to create the class. Yes, sir, please.
So this is how we edit the students. As you can see, this plus sign we can click, and again, let me explain again that here you type the email addresses of the students and invite. When you invite them, they'll be getting a notification in their email account that so-and-so has invited you to join this class. And when they open it, they can accept it or they can decline it. So mostly they will accept because they'll be our students. So they'll accept it. Once they accept it, this particular student name here will be highlighted now. Right now it is inactive, but once the student accepts it, it will become active. So let me go to that. Okay, this is what. So as you can see here, I got an invitation to join the class. So if I click on join, I'll be joining the class. Because I've kept multiple accounts open, so this thing comes, otherwise it will not come. So this is the student view. Now the basic difference between student view and teacher view you can observe is teacher view will have these 4 tabs: stream, classwork, people, and grades. Whereas student view will have only 3 tabs, that is stream, classwork, and people. And now let us start with the communication, simple communication from the stream. Stream tab is for communication. It's like a messaging. If you want to give some notification to your student or reminder to the students or some greetings message or something general, if you want to communicate with your class, you can communicate from here. So you write your message at hello. Hello, just I'm writing that. You have option that with how many classes you want to communicate this. Right now we have only 1 class, so there is no option. But otherwise, if you have some 10, 15 classes in your school and you are taking class in 6 of the class, you are taking lectures. So you can select from here multiple classes. Even you can select the students also. Sometimes you want to communicate with only selected students. So you can select the students from here. But right now we have only 1 class and 1 student. So these options are of no use. One more thing is here add. Using add, you can add with your this communication notification. You can add a Google Drive document. You can add website link. You can add any file from your computer, or you can even add a YouTube link. Second thing is here the posting. If you are doing this thing at your convenient time, but you don't want to post this notification right now, then you have these options. You can schedule it, or you can save as draft. Save as draft is something I'm doing my work, but it is not completed. I'm in between, and I have some other emergency work, and I want to leave this work from in between. Then I can save it as draft, and next time I can open it and again continue my work. Scheduling is you can decide that on which date and time I want to post this. So I may be busy on Monday morning, and I want to communicate something on Monday morning. I can schedule it on Saturday, and for Monday I can schedule it, and then students will automatically receive that notification on decided date and time. So that is, and if I post it, it will be immediately posted. So let us go to student view and refresh it, and you can see that there is a message from GEG student and says hello. So this is how we can communicate with the students. Classwork. Now, classwork is something where as a teacher we'll be mostly engaged with the classwork, because using classwork tab, what we can do is this 4 things, main 4 things. We can send material. I'll be using the sequence like this: material, assignment, question, and quiz assignment. The reason is that is the logical order, because as a teacher for taking any class, first what we need to give is to the student is the material. Once we give the material, then we give some assignments, then we ask some questions, and then we ask some quiz assignment. So material is the first step as a teacher to give some information to the students on a particular subject. So let us click on material. Again, I won't be going in detail. Just you write the title. Unless and until you write title, this post button will not be active. So you write title over here, some description, and again this same add button and all those same 4 options you can have. Even you can, as the material, you can send some documents or Google slide or sheets or drawings or form or anything. Here again you have choice of sending it to selective students and selective class and topic. Now let me tell you one thing about topic. Organizing the things in under a certain topic is very important. For example, in a class, there are many teachers and many teachers, they all teachers are teaching many different topics. So it is better we organize a topic. So if the topics are not created, we can click on create topic and we can create as many topics we want to create, but there is a limit of 100 topics. So that is something what I say, sending material. Sending assignment is this. So assignment is also has got the same format except these two things. These two things are there. You have the category. Now, as you remember, when we created class, we created two categories, test and homework. So whatever assignment you are sending, if you want to count that assignment under test or homework, it would be under homework, and how much point you want to give for that. So that you can decide over here. You can even schedule it. But there is again one more point about scheduling the assignment or material or anything from the classwork. If you want to schedule, then you cannot schedule it for multiple class. You can only schedule for one class. So suppose I have three classes, 9A, B, C, and I want to send some material to that class. I won't be able to do it if I'm scheduling it. If I'm posting it, I can do it for multiple class. But if I'm scheduling it, I can do it only for one class, and then I have to reuse the post. So let us see that option also, reusing the post. Here we have this reuse post. So one post which already you have done, you can reuse to other class, and that is reusing the post. Quiz assignment was very well explained yesterday. That is a form. So that is quiz assignment. Question answer. Question answer is again something very interesting. You ask a question to the students that are you opting computer or physical education? Suppose this is the question I want to ask, and I want to give them two choices. So multiple choice I select, and they will say, okay, here they will select right computer, and here we say physical training. So this is two options. You can remove this option from here. So this is how we give two options to the students, and there is a button called ask. We can ask the students. There is no need of any grade category for this. This is a simple questions we are asking. You can even rename this question. You can write some instruction. If you want to give some instruction to the students, and click on ask. Now let us see how students are getting this. We go to the student tab. In classwork, if we refresh, it is already there. Are you opting for computer or physical education? Student will open it and will select the option and turn in. Student will turn in. Once turn in is submitting the assignment or question or whatever work teacher has given. So once a student turns in, again coming back to the teacher view, and let us see how it is. I'm now at the verge of my time limit. Okay, so here it says turn in. There is one student who is turning and zero assigned. Zero assigned means now there is no student who has not submitted the work. Suppose there are 50 students and only 45 students have submitted the answer, then we will get 45 here and 5 here. 5 is assigned. Still they have not completed their work. You can even see that how many said computer and how many said PT or physical education. So this is something where we can quickly ask the students for some opinion or some choices they want to select. So this is how we can work with the classroom. Again, going to the grade, because we have not created any, but here, okay, just see the layout of the grade. This is very again interesting part of for teacher to find out the grade. Suppose we have taken different so many tests and assignments and their marks we want to see. We can easily see here in tabular form. As many students are there, all the students will be there, and as many assignments and quizzes and things we had given, that also would be here. So we can see this from here. That is great section is again very good. Fine. So that is what the classroom. Again, coming back to the class tab here, this class. And if I want to, let's say, delete this class. So here we have these three dots, or if I want to make some changes. So here we have three dots in the upper right corner of the class, where it says edit, copy, or archive. If we archive, the class will not be removed. It will be stored in the archive, from where we can again restore it. Let's say we archive it. So class is removed from here. Student now will not be able to access this class. But if we feel that again we want to start that class, then we can go to the archived classes. And here this is the archived class, which we can again restore or permanently delete. So if you click on restore, the class will again come back to the classroom, and we can again have the activities which we would be doing in the classroom. So again, we go to the class back. So these are the things which we can do in the classroom. Remember, as a teacher, creating class is important, but more important is the settings of the class and inviting the students in the from the people tab. These two things are the initial work for the class, which we need to do only one time. And then most of the time will as a teacher will be working with the classwork tab by for sending material, for sending assignment, for taking some quiz assignment and asking some questions. Let me switch over to my PPT. I hope PPT is visible now. PPT is visible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So let me go to the next page. So stream, we discussed the stream. It is the way to communicate with the class. You can communicate with multiple classes and can also schedule your notification, what message you want to send, you can schedule it. We can also add links, files, and videos and other documents with the communication. The same thing we can do with the material also, with assignment also. Classwork tab, the most used tab is classwork tab. It allows to send materials, assignments, quiz, and questions to the class. We can organize all this by creating topics. So creating topic is very important. When in my school, when we started, in fact, even I was not knowing the importance of the creating topic that time, which I realized after a few days, 3-4 days. And then teachers created so many assignments and they sent so many materials without any topic. And then it was quite hell of searching for a particular topic. It is very important that each subject teacher, they create their own main topic and then other topics under that. So that is creating topic is very important. We can also schedule it and can also decide the due date and time for the student to complete the work. I forgot to show you that, I think. Then due date of the assignment, I'll show you if time permits. We can also decide the weightage of the work that we decided in the settings, that how much weightage is given. If you are scheduling, we discussed that also, that if you are scheduling more than one class, it is not possible. Lastly, people tab allows us to add co-teachers and students. Though the number is quite enough for one class, so we don't need to, we never exceed this limit. But remember, it allows 250 total members in one class. If we are not using G Suite for education. If you are using G Suite for education, it is 1000 members. Grade option is again available for teachers, so that is also very interesting. There are two tips for this. One is creating assignment under a unique topic is very important. I think 3-4 times I discussed and a shared assignment is updated when editing one class. Remember, if we are sharing the same assignment with multiple classrooms, so it will be posted in multiple classroom, and then if I edit in one classroom, it will not get edited in other classroom. That is very important point. Generally, we have in mind that a shared document, because in Google it happens that every shared document will have effect everywhere. But here, if you are sharing the assignment or material in multiple classes, and then you go to one particular class and edit that material or assignment, then the rest of the class where you shared, it will have no effect. So you need to go to individual class and edit it. So that's it for the classroom. Let me, is there 2-3 minutes, Dr. Varia?
If you wish to take, you can, sir.
Just
It's already over. Yeah, just let the.
I'll just assignment and schedule. I'll show you that how due date we can decide. So suppose I'm creating an assignment on HTML, and I'm selecting it as a homework and giving it 20 marks. Here, 20 marks, and I want students to finish this assignment within certain time period. So here it is due when the assignment is due. So this right now it is no due date, where we can go and we can select the date, like suppose on 12th of the November, and even time if you want to say, let's say 11:59 p.m. So this is how we can decide. But remember, even if we give the due date, students will be able to submit their assignment after due date. But as a teacher, we will be receiving that message that student has submitted this assignment late. It's a late submission. So this is what due date for assignment. Mostly it is used for assignment. When you are sending any form or assignment, due date is very important. That's it. Thank you.
I just want to,
Yeah.
can I say, sir?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sir, if due date is allotted,
Yeah.
will the assignment be accepted after due date?
Assignment will be.
Yes.
Accepted after due date?
Yeah. Even assignment, student can submit their assignment, but as a teacher, we will be getting notification that it is submitted late submission.
Okay.
Unless and until we use other technique, other add-ons to stop that. Otherwise, student can definitely post even after the due date and time.
Brilliant information, sir. Really good to know about Google Classroom, and it's a very proper tool for this pandemic situation. Most of the schools have come to this as a rescue solution for Google Classroom. And well, see, if you just take for level
screen sharing.
yeah. So if you just take level 1 examination into consideration, what is important is that you should be able to create a class, you should be able to add students, you should be able to add teachers, and give assignment to the students. That is important. Sharing or communication to students. There are classroom for utilization in the class, and for practical utilization, it is very more and detailed thing. I think we don't have time to cover all those things. From examination point of view, sir has covered all the topics. So we move on to our next session. Devaraj, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Yeah. You may please continue with your topic, please.
Thank you, Nayan sir, for your wonderful session. A very good evening to all. Today, I would like to demonstrate how to use Google Meet, how we can set a Meet ID, how we can join a meeting, such things. So, first of all, we can see from where and how we can access Google Meet. So as we are already in a Google Meet, we are getting the Meet link here. Dr. Varia has sent you the notification. I am getting the Meet link, you can see. So by clicking this link, directly I can go to that meeting. So this is one way. And generally, if we want to start a new meeting or join a meeting, we can click the apps menu. Then we can go to Meet. See, then you can see 6:30 p.m. here in Maldives time is now 6:30 p.m. GCE level 1 BootCamp day 2. It is already started. I can see this. Otherwise, I can just type meet.google.com. Then also we can go to this. So I am going to use my organizational email ID and going to create one meeting. So using Google Calendar, we can create one video conferencing. So this is Google Calendar. I think Reshma will tell you in detail about Google Calendar. So now in this 9th day, suppose I want to meet one grade 5 parents. Okay, grade 5 parents I am going to meet on 9th. The time is 3:30 to 4:30. See here, I can add the guest, or there is one option, add Google Meet video conferencing with the grade 5 parents. So I can click this and I can save. So I have created a video conferencing with grade 5 parents. See, this is the information. We can see here is join with Google Meet. Here you can see copy conference link. So I can copy this link, then I can post in WhatsApp, Viber, any groups I can post so that parents can join this meeting. That is one method, or direct email notification will go to them. Such things I think Reshma will cover. Now we will go to Google Meet. So from first apps menu, I can find Meet. So this is Meet icon. So I can drag and keep anywhere I wish. So I just click. So I can see here one plus sign, or join or start a meeting. So join, if you want to start a new meeting or you want to join a meeting, just click here. So then you enter the meeting code. Now we already know our BootCamp meeting code. We can enter that and we can participate in the meeting. So suppose if I want to enter one nickname to start my own meeting, for example, just BootCamp to continue. So see, my meet is ready. Here we have some other options so that we can control our mic and camera. We can turn it off the mic. Then you are not able to hear the sound. You can off the camera. Then here is change the background option. So now I can change my background. See, so again I can turn it off.
Devaraj, it is so wonderful to see Meet within we meet. Right?
Yes. Awesome. Already we are Meet within Meet. So in this meeting, no one else is there. So I am going to just join. So this is my BootCamp 2. Here is the Meet details. I can copy this joining information and I can send. Then here we can see. Here we can see view all host settings, quick access, share the screen, send a chat message, all the things. Now you can see these all are on. Suppose this quick access I can off, then everyone who isn't invited must ask to join. Then if you want to participate, you can click the link or you can just enter the code, but I will get a pop-up. I have to accept you. So if it is on without any pop-up messaging, directly you can enter, share the screen. So if I put it off, you can't share the screen without my permission. So again, there are options, send a chat message. Now in our message also always we are sending chat. So that also we can keep off. If it is a disturbance or some students unnecessarily chatting each other, teachers are normally stopping that. So view all host settings. See, here we can check our audio. See, now when I am talking this audio, it is working. If microphone is not working, we can see. Before the meeting, we can just check like this. So our video quality, resolution, everything we can host control, all the things are here. So then you can see turn on captions. So after turn on caption, what I am speaking, you can see the captions. Okay. So now you can see the captions, what I am speaking. Okay. So I can of the caption. Again, next I want to present. Next, if I want to present, there are options. I can present the entire screen. I can present a window. I can present a Chrome tab. Suppose I want to present my entire screen. I can just click here. I can see. I can select it and share option. So otherwise, suppose I want to present one window. Here is one window. I want to present this window. I can share it. Or just a particular tab. So many tabs are opened in my computer. So suppose I want to show you a video, I can select just that tab. So these are the main things to share while presenting. Then, here we can see all the people. Now in this meeting, I am alone. See, we can see our meeting, so many people, all details we will get. Chat box we can see, chatting things. These are the main things. Then using Google Calendar, how to arrange a meet. That is very important for exam purpose. Then it is integrated with the Google Classroom also. Nayan has already shown that Google Classroom. See, this is my Google Classroom. Here is there is a meet link. See, if I click this link, let's say I can start a meeting with my students. So it is integrated with the Google Classroom. So from there direct we can go. So another thing in Gmail, see there is new meeting option. It is there. So from apps menu. So anyway, we can just start this. This is very easy. We can directly download from App Store or Play Store in mobile or computer. It is very easy. And one important thing, no need any Google account for this. Without a Google account also we can use this. So that's all about Google Meet. Thank you all of you.
That's brilliant, Devaraj. Very interesting to learn, and Meet within Meet is not easy to demonstrate. You made it very simple and easy for us.
Yes, sir, because during this pandemic, we started to use the Google Meet for teaching. Now all the students, they have tablets here. We are mainly using Google Meet and Google Classroom. So this is now part of our daily routine.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Thank
there
you.
are two questions that I would like to answer for the Meet. Is that one is how can we take the list of participants join in the Meet? So that is about attendance. So
yes.
So
Now
that is one question. And second question is again connected. How can you have permanent link in Google Meet? That is through Classroom. That is what you showed. Can you just answer this question?
Yes. Now for taking attendance, there are some web Chrome extensions. If you add Chrome extensions, Google Meet attendance, it is very easy to get the attendance in a CSV file. Then this permanent address we can use the ID almost all the time. But one condition, continuously for 90 days, if we are not using, it will be expired. In our school, we have a permanent ID. We are using permanent ID, but we must use within 90 days once.
Yeah,
I think so.
That's a brilliant tip. It was really unknown to me. And the first thing, the first question of getting the attendance, so Google Meet as such doesn't have any feature for attendance.
Yes, but we can add extension. Yes.
Yeah.
And while I am also taking Chrome extension, Chrome section, at that time I will show, hopefully. Okay, sir.
Okay.
So, thank you.
Yeah. So for attendance, as Devaraj said, that we need to have an extension. But at this point,
yes.
Enterprise education version is already having this feature enabled for me, and maybe after a few time, they will be made available to Google G Suite for Education for the free education console. So that is one thing I wanted to share with you. Second thing, having a permanent link is that means if you're having a classroom, if you're using a classroom, and for the class, yes, you have to go to settings and you have to just click on the setting that is enable meet. So when you enable that meet, then this particular classroom will have a meeting code that will be permanent for that particular class. But yes, this is into inverted codes, as Devaraj said, 19 days. Within 90 days, at least you have to use it once, otherwise that code will expire.
Yes.
Yeah, we will go over these detailed sessions soon. I know there were a lot of questions for classroom, meet, and because it's a boot camp, we have to complete a few topics within that period. But wonderful information shared, Nayan sir and Devaraj, both of you.
Yeah, and we will be sharing the recording of these sessions after this boot camp is over. So probably tomorrow, with all these 3 days recording, will be shared. So rest assured, if anything is missing, you can always revisit the same. Don't worry. So now next,
thank you, Varia sir and Reshma ma'am. Now I would like to invite Reshma ma'am for Google Calendar wonderful session, and I think ma'am will show that Google Meet generating there with we can attach the link or some document. Okay.
Yes, thank you so much, Devaraj.
Okay, thank you.
So I'll be going over the details of Google Calendar. So as a part of a level 1 certification, I will be covering most of the topics which you might be asked to showcase and show the scenarios in the level 1. So I just shared my screen. I shared my whole window because I want to show specifically where are the places where you can go and find your Google Calendar. So this is my email ID. So you just go to your email ID, click on the waffle and find Google Calendar. Now, same thing like Nayan sir said, others said you can move it wherever you want, the things that you use mostly. So you hold on to it and move it. So click on Google Calendar from here. You're taken to this particular page. Now, this is one place where you can use your Google Calendar from. Another place I want to show you is you can directly go on the browser and type calendar.google.com, and then it takes you back to the same page. So this is another place where you can go. Even if you go back to your Gmail account, this is a very ignored little tab, which is very, very useful. If you see on the right hand side, you see some of the icons here. So there is an icon which says calendar, keep, and task. So we will be discussing about keep and task, but today I'm just going to show calendar. So you don't even have to go all these steps. Even if you click on the calendar for your daily purpose, the calendar is shown right next to your Gmail. So there are different places where you can go. If you click on this, you can open it as a new tab. It again takes you back to the same place. So from everywhere, it takes you back to the one particular place where we can do more things with the calendar. So just like my calendar shows the bootcamp, because I added it to my calendar. Now, the first thing, mostly sometimes they ask you to create a calendar. Now, first thing is your Gmail is attached to your calendar with that name. So just like my Gmail was GEG Pune India. Now, because we have a GEG Pune website, I created a public calendar because I don't want other people to see when me and Vishal sir are meeting, or me and other mentors have a meeting or something else, but you should be able to see all the sessions that we plan. So I created this calendar. So I'm going to show you how the calendar is created. If you see the left side panel, there is a last option called as other calendars, and there is a plus sign. Remember, a plus sign always helps you to create new thing. You click on the plus sign, it says create new calendar. Now you have your email address. Now schools mostly have their own school ID, but let's say you're using your own personal Gmail to teach your class. So you don't want to mix up your things and your school things and then mix up and don't know kab kya ho raha hai and get confused. So what you can do is create a new calendar. So let's say I teach grade 7 and I created a grade 7 calendar. I write a description, let's say algebra class या math class जो है मेरा, and then whatever time range hai, it is displaying me this, it will display same to you, and you click on create calendar. As soon as you create a calendar, it will take a little while to start creating a calendar. Now the calendar is created. See, it says grade 7 successfully created, right? So if you go back to your settings, you go back, and when you see in your main thing, you see there is grade 7 calendar created now, right? Now the color is given automatically. If you click on the three dots on the side, you can pick whatever color you want it to show. It helps you separate your different classes, or let's say division hai. You want to create, because whole 7th grade will have a same schedule. Let's say test is din dena hai, midterm is din hai. So you can have grade 7 ka calendar, but you can have different colors for each division maybe, and create new calendars. Now I want to show you very, very important things about settings and sharing. Because you have created a calendar, there are going to be some settings that you will have to make if you are sharing it in Google Classroom. Okay, now make available to public. Now this is what I did when I made the public event calendar. I made it available to public. If I make it available to public, or your calendar of grade 7 can be seen by anybody who goes to your searches for your name. Otherwise, get shareable link. When you create a shareable link, you can just copy this link and paste it in your Google Classroom, send it to your students or anything to tell them ki ye hamara schedule hai, this is what is going. So they will not be able to say, so it just plans everything for you. That's right, Narjeet ma'am. So just adding, you can add people. For example, for my other calendar, I can add Dr. Varia, because he is working with me on the same schedule. So he will be able to add events to it. Important thing that is called as event notification. Now calendar is created, you have it, but you don't get any messages or you don't get any pop-up to say ki, okay, your class is starting in 30 minutes. You have a meeting with somebody in 30 minutes, 10 minutes. So there are two ways of getting notifications. So this is one of the exam questions that is mostly asked, that make sure that the person gets a notification by email or by a pop-up. So you have to go to notifications. There is another place, I'll show you how to do it, but let's just go to the settings. There are two ways. Notification, you can change the timing, how much early you want it, in hours, minutes, days. Then you have to go to, otherwise, if you want notification to come to your email, go to email, and then say before, I like to have my email, let's say 1 day before. So you just click on 1 day before. So I know tomorrow what I have to do, and you can just click on this. Now, all notifications, all day notifications, that means even if you keep snoozing, it keeps sending you again and again. So it will not just give you once. Other notifications, usually as a teacher, abhi hum log ko, we don't need to use all of these. Integrating calendar, we will talk about it when we do our Google Sites presentation. That means how to, now every time I don't go to GEG website and add the events, I automatically, my Google, my website just pulls all the events as soon as I add them here. So this is embed code. So we'll talk about it later, and that is all. Now, in case you created a calendar, you want to delete it, you just click on delete, and that calendar will be deleted from your list. Okay, so this is one settings that we can do. Now, we created a calendar. Right now, these two calendars are shown. I unclick them. Now, it is blank. So right now, it is a blank calendar. Only grade 7 calendar is selected. So whatever event I create, it will be inside this grade 7. Okay. Now, how to create an event? This is another question that is asked in level 1, because you have to create an event for a particular class. You click on the plus, create, let's say, I'm planning a quiz, algebra quiz. Okay. When I have the quiz, let's say 10:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Now, if you want again, if you want this to repeat every week, let's say every week on a Saturday, let's make it Tuesday. Every week on Tuesday, 10:30 to 11:30, you want to give a quiz to your class. So you can just click on daily, weekly on Tuesday, monthly on second Tuesday. If you decide after every 15 days, you are supposed to give a quiz, and students should know that quiz is assigned. You can add the people to the whoever calendar invite you want to send to. So from here, you can add your students. If you're setting up a meeting with your teacher, you set up a meeting with your teacher, and then guest view. So instead of showing you in a small option, I'll just click more options. Everything of this is also available in more options, plus more things that you can do here. So we already have an algebra quiz assigned on this day. Now, just like Devaraj said, in calendar, you can directly go join with Google Meet. Okay, so Google Meet is assigned directly to this event that you make. So it is already here. If you do not want a Google Meet, just click on this remove conference. So no conference is assigned. It is just a Google Meet. A location, again, like I said, for this calendar, I want to email one day before, which came here. You can again change it. You can even add a notification saying that I want to email one day before, but that day maybe I will forget. Send me another notification just by a phone pop-up, or just giving me a sound saying that, oh, the quiz starts in 10 minutes. Same thing, color and other things. One more important thing I wanted to show is adding guests. So we added guests here. Now remember giving permission if you are having meeting with students. Let's say, remember to make sure that you create guest permissions accordingly. You don't want students to modify the event or invite other people. You unclick it, or you don't even want them to see the guest list. It is up to you what you will prefer there. Now, as a algebra quiz is there, I want my students to come prepared before they start the quiz. Okay, just like a review. So I say, please complete this assignment before the class. Okay, so they know what assignments they have to complete so that they're ready for the test as a review. And then there is an option which is called as add attachment. Same thing, just like other Google tools, you can add an attachment. You can select what assignment you want to give them. So I created an assignment in my drive. You can even upload, let's say you want them to watch a video and come back. You want them to, so you can directly go on upload. In a drive, I created one assignment for my 7th graders, which has practice questions for algebra. So I added this assignment, and then I added, I sent this invite to my students or your teacher. Let's say you want to share an agenda with the teacher before the meeting and you want to have them able to do it. When you click on save, it says, do you want to send it to the guest? I say, okay, go ahead and send it to the guest. The invite has been sent to the guest, and if you see, automatically the calendar event has been added. Very, very important thing. Now I will, it is not asked, but I just want to show you a real quick, because this will be in level 2 basically. That means I am here in California, all my other educators are in India. How do I match the time? So if you see, it is 6:28 in California because I set the time, and then it is 7:59 in India. So you can set the settings also in the settings option. That means you can set the time range, time zone you can set, sorry. So I will quickly show how, when you send an invite, how the invite is seen by your students. So I just send it to my other personal email ID. So I'll just go to my Gmail and I'll show you how do I get a notification of that invite. See, I got a notification from Reshma GEG India invitation, right? So I get that as an email, and this is how my invitation is seen. So I created everything in my account. So just like I said, guest list has been hidden. Whatever options you do, guest list has been hidden at organizer's request. I see, please complete this assignment before the class, and I see an attachment here, right? So as soon as your students or anybody in your teachers get it, they have the option. That means they have all these resources. They can just click yes or no if they want to join the meeting or not. They can again go back and just add it to their calendar. Okay. Now, if I go back to my calendar, okay, I go back to my calendar. I'm just quickly refreshing it for the exam, just so that you can check if you did the right thing. If you refresh and I go back, I can see who accepted my invite or who said maybe, and so on. So if I go back here, and I will be able to see how many people are coming, how many people are not coming. So mostly, see, it says one guest said yes, right? Because I selected options from there. So mainly in your exam, you will be asked to schedule a meeting either with parents or either with another teacher. They will ask you to attach an agenda maybe, so you know how to attach it. Now, whenever in exam you go click attach agenda, make sure that you are using your drive which was assigned to you as a examinee, not your personal drive, because that whole document will be there. Everything is provided. You just need to know how to attach and how to do it. Remember to save it and send by email. Always remember, you have to make sure that you are saving it and sending it by email, just like we saw. Otherwise, if you just save it and you do not click on send invite, the person will not be able to receive, and it will show that you have not completed that scenario. So that is all from my side. I think I have covered everything that needs to be for the Google calendar, I think.
Yes, yes, Reshma. Very good.
Okay, perfect. Now we have Dr. Varia, who will be talking to us about Google Groups. So right now I just showed you how to invite per person, and Google Group is something that I highly recommend to be used, even for your class, even for your colleagues. So Google, Dr. Varia, it's with you now.
Thank you. Thanks, Reshma. And it was really brilliant session attending and learning all about calendars. I mean, even there were many new things that we learned today from you. Thanks very much for saying. Yeah. So, okay, my topic is Google Groups, and I'll be just sharing the screen. This is really a wonderful topic, and it's very useful, and it's very easy. It makes your communication very easy. अगर आप एजुकेटर है, अगर आप टीचर है, अगर आप गूगल क्लासरूम यूज कर रहे हो, आपको ग्रुप यूज करना ही चाहिए. जैसे मीन्स क्लासरूम अगर यूज करते हो तो आपके क्लास में तो आप हो ही सकता है, लेकिन इसके अलावा there are many advantages of using Google Group. So I'm just starting it. So in order to open Google Groups, you have to just type in groups.google.com and just press enter. So it's loading. Okay. Now the very thing is that you have to first understand that what group it is loading. So I'm already logged in with multiple email IDs, and I don't want this is particular group of my school domain. I have classroom teachers group, and I've got other group which is a staff group. So I'm not going to share these things. This is my particular work ID. So I'll be switching over from my work ID to my GEG ID, which I'm using it for GEG purposes. So once I switch on to my GEG ID, okay, then the groups that I'm connected with will be listed over here. Now, this is what exactly the group screen is. This is exactly what the group. Now, this is a new group screen. All people will not be able to see this. There is an option of going back to the older screen. Okay, this is the new setting, new screen. Yeah. So return to classic Google Groups. So I'll just show you in a quick minute what it is. So if you are going to log in for the into groups.google.com for the first time, this exactly what is going to appear in front of you. Now this is a classic screen. You can see here in this screen you have visit new groups. This will lead to your new website. Then create group option. These are the groups that I'm already connected with: GEG Ahmedabad, Asia, NNZ, GEG Bhubaneswar, Captains, and all these things are the groups that I'm already covered with. Okay, I can create a group over here, but with this, I'm not going to show you. I'm going to go with the new screen. So जो नया है वही हम सीखते हैं. Okay. So as you can see, your groups over. So GEG Ahmedabad group is there. First of all, how the group appears, let us see. Okay. So if I see, I just enter into a group. Okay, over here on the left pane, you will see that the conversations, approved, pending, people, members, pending members, about, and my membership settings. Okay, so this is a group which I created, and If you want to add a new conversation, you can directly add a new conversation over here. But before going on to this new conversation, I'm going to quickly show you how to create a new group. So for that, I'll go back to my groups. Okay, now we are all in a one particular batch. So you have been receiving daily emails about this particular meet session that आज day 1 का meet code ये है, day 2 का meet code ये है. So I'll go to the email, my email, and I just type down all the emails or copy paste the emails from the sheet and then I mail it. So उससे अच्छा है I was just waiting for this moment to show you how to create these groups. I'm creating a group for all the boot camp. Okay, so the group name is BootCamp. Okay, BootCamp November 2020. Okay, this is the BootCamp. So you can see this. इसका एक email generate होता है BootCamp November 2020 @googlegroups.com. ये description क्या है? You can just write out this is a group that contains mentors and participants of boot camp conducted in November 2020. So go to next. Okay, who can search for this group? Your group members. Here it is, the group settings, privacy settings. Anyone on the web, I can keep it open. Okay, so that anyone on the web can search it. Who can join this group? Only invited users, or anyone can ask to join. Okay, or anyone can join. So I'm not going to go for anyone can join. Anyone can ask to join the group. I'll be keeping it with me. Who can view the conversations? The group members can view the conversations. Right? Not anyone on the. This is not a forum. This is a group. So if you're creating a forum, then anyone on the web can see these conversations. So this is particular. Who can post? Only the group members can post. Who can view the members? Only those who are the members of the group can only view the group members. Okay, so I'm going on to next. Now group managers. Now I want somebody with me to manage my group. So I'm the group owner, Dr. Vishal, as you can see here. I want someone to along with me. So I will add one mentor with me. Say Reshma is there with me. So I'll add Reshma.GEG India. Here it is. Okay, so she is a group manager with me. And this particular say message will be there. You are invited to manage this. Okay. Now subscription is each email. Yes, because it is a manager. I'm keeping it as each email, and subscription is for each email. So over here you see this. There are group members. So here I have to add the email IDs of those people whom I wish to invite to the group. So I'll be selecting the sheet. This is the total registrations. So what I'll be doing, I'll be quickly copying down all the emails. It's still loading. Yeah. So I'll be just quickly selecting all the emails of the participants. It takes time in loading. We have good amount of registered members with us for this bootcamp. You can see the numbers rising. And I congratulate all of you who has made to join this bootcamp. You can see. So, okay. So 179. Okay. I'll simply copy it, Control-C. I'll go to my group members page. In this, I will just simply do it Control-V, and I will just press Enter. Okay, so all those 179, okay, you can add up to 10 people at a time. Okay, so this is one particular limitation. So I can have 10 people at a time, and group members, so the last 10 papers will be added over here. Okay, so Reshma is a group manager, I'm a group owner over here, and I will be just creating like this. Okay, you are welcome to the group of BootCamp. Whatever message you want, you can write it down, and you can say subscription over here. That is each email, digest, average, or no email. So digest is a weekly. When you say each email, any particular communication going to the group will go to each of the member every time. But digest is a weekly digest, so that every time, every week, one email will go to the group members. So I am keeping it as an each email. Okay, and I'm just quickly creating the group. So it will ask you that you are not a robot. This is a standard condition. So all the taxis, one. Okay. Now you see bootcamp November is already created. Okay, and there are 11 members to this. So just say go to the group. Okay. Now this particular group, just ignore this particular notification. It will keep on coming there. I've just pasted 179, so it will in multiples of 10 it will keep. So this is bootcamp. I'll just have a new conversation. Okay. So the first conversation is welcome to the group. Okay. And I will just type a message. Dear members, this is a special group for the bootcamp. Welcome to the group. Regards, Dr. Vishal, Varia. So I'll just post the message. The moment I post the message, it will come over here. Okay, and I will also receive simultaneously the email of it. Okay, so I'm just opening the email. This is my email. I'll just refresh it. Okay, now see, so first I created the bootcamp. So this is the creation message, and this is the message that I passed on to the group. Okay, this is a special group. So this particular message I have done from this particular bootcamp group. So you can do it from here, or other way out of is the best way is now you can directly mail it to the members from your email ID. So while you are doing it, okay, you compose. Okay. Now, to whom we are making? Remember the ID bootcamp November 2020 @googlegroups.com. Okay. Let us confirm the same thing. Here it will be there. It is group settings. Okay. So you can see this is disabled. Bootcamp November 2020 @googlegroups.com. So it is bootcamp November 2020 @googlegroups.com, and it is okay. This is the second email. This is the subject I am keeping, and this is a test email for the group. Okay, and I just simply send it. So the moment I send it, it will go to all these members, and it will be there as in the conversation over here. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि आप ग्रुप में हर बार जाना पड़ेगा और वहीं से आपको मैसेज करना पड़ेगा. एक बार ग्रुप क्रिएट हो जाता है तो आप ईमेल में से भी उसको मैसेज कर सकते हो, एंड दैट मैसेज विल गो टू ऑल द मेंबर्स इनसाइड द ग्रुप. Okay, so I think it will take time to refresh over here. So here you see that there is another response over here. Just click on this conversation. You will come to know this is the original message, and this is something we received as a response. Reshma did respond to this. Thank you for this group. Okay, and this is also visible in my email. Okay, you see, this is it. So the amazing collaboration between the Gmail and the group is what is making the groups more interesting. Okay, I'll go to conversation. Okay, now you see, this is the second email. This particular message I have done from my email, not from the group. So you see, whatever communication you do from the email, even to the group, it will appear in the group. And this message will go to all the members of the group. So from now onwards, I will be adding all the registered members into this bootcamp November 2020, and we all will remain connected through this group for preparing ourselves for this level 1 examinations. So this is one thing I wanted to just share with you, that we are launching this group, and I can even share the group link. Okay. So group settings, I'll go. If you come down, okay. So who enable shared labels for this group? These all settings you have seen. It is for everyone. Okay. Message moderation. So message moderation is basically, if you don't want your members to directly post a message to the group, but you want to approve or disapprove, आपको चाहिए कि आप खुद उसको message को पढ़े. If this message is not issue, there is no issue with the message, then you approve the message, and then the message goes to the group. So here I am not keeping as a no moderation, or else you can keep moderate messages from non-members, moderate all messages. These are the options. There is no posting restriction for new members. You can post multiple emails in this. Okay, new members are post are moderated, new members cannot post, right? Likewise, you can keep the settings. Email options, you can have automatically a text at the beginning of the email that is prefixed. Surrounded with prefix, आप कुछ रखना चाहते हो, either you can keep it like this. You can add a custom footer over here. The group email is English, language is English. Okay, then custom roles. Okay, create and edit custom roles for your group. Is basically if you want to have particular role that moderation is there, editing is there, or any other alteration is there, you can create a custom role and you can describe and you can apply that role. So I'm not taking this particular module at this point of time. And if you want to delete this group, it will be deleted permanently. So now, what are the settings? If I say, if I want to invite the member, I don't know who are the members of this group, right? And हालांकि मेरे पास शीट है, मैं हर को इनवाइट कर सकता हूं, लेकिन I just want is I would like to share a link with the members so that the members can, through the link, can apply for joining this particular group. So I will go to this particular group, and you can see here on the URL. Now this URL is the group link. So if I can control C, I will just put it in this meet. Okay. I will share. Okay. And please use the link to join the bootcamp group. Okay. So remember the registration form that you have signed, it also contains this kind of a link to join the GEG Ahmedabad group or GEG Pune group. Okay, and you can join through this particular. So this is another way for inviting members. If you have the email IDs, you can directly add them. To add now, okay, then members, go to the members. You can add members over here. But remember, if you're adding a member over here, it will limit only to 10 members at a time. So if you just want to add 180 members, it's going to take time, and this is how it will be. So I'll be doing this exercise at ease tomorrow, and this group will then be used for regular email communication to all the participants of the bootcamp. Right? So this is something I wanted to share with you. So in a group, the concept is how to create a group, how to add members, what are the group settings. These are the important points from the viewpoint of level 1 examination. I think I'm done with my portion. If you're having any doubts, you can ask. And
it was wonderful, Dr. Vishal. Some of we have questions saying that they cannot access the file, so I think you just need to make a change saying that people can join by the link. Yeah.
Yeah. So I will just do it in the meantime. So we have our next topic from Murtaza. Murtaza is here, and Murtaza is going to take up with tasks. So over to you, Murtaza.
Thank you, Dr. Vishal Varia. Thank you, everyone who presented before me. Welcome. My name is Murtaza, and today we are looking at two tools: Google Task and Google Keep. Okay, these two tools are simple tools. They are not usually asked in a scenario questions, but they are asked in the multiple choice questions in the level one exam. Okay, very simple. Google Task is basically a notepad where you can add reminders for your whatever you tend to forget, and Google Keep is basically like your sticky notes notepad all in one. Okay, so let's jump into it. So let's start with Google Keep. Okay, so Google Keep, as I mentioned to you, it's like a place where you can add your notes, your tasks, or whatever you want to remind. So if you have uh, for your class, say class 4, you want to uh, say that okay, you have to remind about Reshma's homework, and that's all. And then you have to do project based learning for your chemistry class. Okay, so you can keep adding different ones. Okay, now what you can also do is, if you have a multiple task for a class, for example, over here you have multiple tasks, you can add a checkbox that you can it can remind you, okay, once you're done with it, it just strikes through the checkbox. So it's a task list if you want to add a checkbox. So simple note taking right directly from the notes, or you can add it as a list item, which is a checkbox. One interesting feature is also you can add a drawing to it. So we had looked at Jamboards before, but there is one more tool which is integrated here in Google Keep, which is the Google Canvas, and then you can start drawing on your on this board itself. Okay. So you can see you have different tools for drawing, pens, there is a marker and a highlighter. Okay. Now this is again a great tool which you can use it in your classroom and draw. Okay. This tool can become very handy. Okay, if you are using a stylus in your classroom. So if you have a stylus in your classroom, just for example, if I open up Keep, okay, so let's take up an new notes, and I'm using a stylus in another device where I've started writing something. So if you can, it should just, let's refresh the screen. So you can see I've written the word wow. Okay, now why this is great is it uses, if you click on the three magic dots at the bottom, you have something called as grab image text. So if I click on this, you can see it took in the word wow at the bottom. So if you're using a stylus, you can use it to write quick notes of your meetings and everything, and then it will get it down into your notes as text. It will recognize your text. Okay. Now if I have a note, say for example, I started taking meeting notes, and my notes started becoming bigger and bigger. What could I do? Okay, now I cannot just have this meeting notes as a note, and I wanted to now add and edit it, go back and now edit it to a document which I could set. So if I click on these three magic dots, it will say copy to Google Doc. Okay, so as soon as I click on it, it's my copying my note in a Google Doc, and then when I click on Open Doc, my note is now available as a document here, which I can go add it, do all my editing of the text and everything, and then share it with my participants. So again, great for management meetings, parents meetings, now quick notes. Okay, now the way I use it is in a classroom when I'm going around and taking observation and feedback. You can use Google Keep right from your phone. Okay, it also on your phone you also have a voice typing feature, so you can record it, or take, you can also grab a photograph. So I can take a photograph of a student, say for example, take a screenshot and then or the project which she has done, and then I can just add notes to it. So that's again a great way to do it in a classroom. Okay, so any picture you want to take and then you want to add notes to it, that's again a great way to use Google Keep. Okay, you can also change the backgrounds of the notes to different colors, just like sticky notes, and you can also add different labels to your notes. So if you're okay, if this is a note which is for my personal one, I can just add it and it will convert to a personal label, and then you can search it right from your search bar as well as your Gmail drive. Okay, now one important feature which Google has done in the recent last 2 months is it has integrated a lot of tools, and that's the vision of Google, that integrating a lot of tools into one place. So you would have started noticing in your screen that your Google Calendar, your Google Keep, and Google Task is integrated in your Gmail, and vice versa. Even in Calendar, you can see Google Keep and Google Task integrated. So when I click on the sidebar of Keep, you can see my notes have started coming in here. Okay, and this is great because sometimes when you take the notes and you're writing an email, then you can refer your notes to draft your email and copy paste the text also from the notes. Okay, you can also add notes right from your Gmail. So if you read an email and say, okay, no, this is something which is important, I need to make a note, you can write a note to self and just write a note down there. So that's a little bit about Google Keep. Okay, Google Task is similar. Again, Google Task can be used by Google Assistant, so you can use your phone Google Assistant to add a quick task and reminders for your own self. Okay, now again it opens up as a checklist box. So take attendance, for example. Okay, and now each task you can also have subtasks to it. So it's a review, homework, etc. Okay, now the other thing which Reshma also mentioned is adding a notification. So by default it does not have a notification, but you can then add a notification that, okay, I want to be reminded for this task at 9:30 a.m. So now then you will get a notification of a reminder of a task. Okay, you can add details, description about the task also in over here. Now the other way is, now sometimes what happens is you keep getting a lot of messages, say from a principal or parents, and you keep forgetting after you have read the message. Okay, I'll reply to this message at the end of the day, and you keep forgetting. Two ways to remember is you take the email, you snooze that email and ask it to reappear in your inbox a little later, or you select that email and just say add to task. Okay. So now if I selected that email and say add it to task, and you can see it's appeared on my task list, and then I can say, okay, the email is linked to my task, and say please fill the form, and I can add a date. So this way you will not forget about replying to emails or reminders of emails. So that's how I remember my emails. If especially when you have a lot of emails and you have to reply something at the end of the day. So these are the two tasks about using Google Task and Google Keep. Okay, you can also, if you open up your calendar, so let's open up calendar as a pop-up. So when you create a new event inside a calendar, you can also add if I select, sorry, so if I say if I select a time over here, you can say you can add a task as a reminder, or you can add it as a task. So if you are in your calendar and say, okay, I want to do something at 8 p.m. Watch Netflix. I don't have to remind myself for that, but then you can add it to a task, and you can add a label to it with since you have already selected the date and time, it appears here, and you can save it. Again, this would then also appear as a task list inside your task. So very simple. Google Keep, using it as a sticky note tool, as a notepad tool, and Google Task, using it to remind you uh, of your tasks which are there. Okay. Also in here you can change. So the task appears as blue, and if I take reminders, they appear as, sorry, reminders appear as yellow.
Oh, great. I did not ever observe this actually. That's a good tip.
They have three colors. The light blue is for your calendar entries. Dark blue, the color of the task is for your task, and keep appears as yellow. I'm not sure,
Yellow, probably, yeah.
as blue. Uh, so that's all from my side on keep and task. Very simple tools, no brainer. Use it to integrate and make your life easier in your classroom.
Yeah, thank you so much, Murtaza. And I also put a link to the training center, the Google Training Center for Fundamentals Training, which has more information on Keep, because mostly MCQ questions are there on Keep. So make sure that you read it, go through it, so it is easier to utilize it during the exam.
Now we have Mukta ma'am for continuing with Google search. Over to you, Mukta ma'am. And that was very nice and interesting session, Murtaza. I mean, one of the important tools. Calendar, tasks, keep are very, very important in day-to-day life. Yes, Mukta ma'am.
Yeah, and especially I would just like to tell what Mukta ma'am is sharing is also very important, because the exam always asks you to search for a specific things with restrictions. So be watchful on what she wants to share with you. Okay, thank you, Mukta ma'am. Go ahead.
Very good evening to all of you, and thank you, sir. Thank you, Reshma, for inviting me. I'm just presenting the screen, and here today I am just showing you how you can search. Google, Google searching is an integral part of every child, being a child also, and educator, teachers. We have to use Google many times a day. Yes, but I will just give you some tips and tricks to search your Google more smartly. Just I'm presenting my screen. Just give me a minute. So very first thing, first of all, I hope it is visible. The screen is visible to everyone. Now here, when we are clicking over Google search, the very first thing we can directly open google.com, the Google website, and we can start searching here. If let's suppose I will give you the tips and tricks of images, as well as any of the topic or any of the like whatever text we want to search. First of all, if we are going to any of the image, let's suppose I am searching lotus flower. So images option, we all know we are using it as images option, but there are few things which we can use with the restrictions, or more precisely if you want to search a lotus option. There are these many options are there. We are basically not using this thing, so we should use it. Now, if we are going to the tools option, a pop-up appears here. This is a size option. You can use it large, medium, as we are using the images in the slides or in our presentation. So we should know which size we want any image to be. So this is, you can do, you can search for the color. I want only the white lotus. So white color lotus is appearing. Then this is type. It is, I just want a GIF of lotus. This is the type option. Time says when it is uploaded on Google website. So it is past 24 hours, or you do not want any restriction on the time. You want any of the image to be searched in the recent, which has been uploaded recently. So we can always go through past 24 hours, past week, like that. The major, very important point through the point of view of our exam also is this user rights. This is, we are using everyday images, we are like downloading images, using it in our PowerPoint presentation or any other thing. So these are the two things: Creative Commons licenses and commercial and other licenses. If we are clicking over commercial and other licenses images, these are the images which have copyright, like we cannot use it without as free of cost. These have copyright options, so we should not use these commercial and other licenses. If we are using it for our own purpose, we should not use this thing. We can use Creative Commons licenses option. This is the free, like which are not used for any of your licenses, which are not copyright, and you can use it without any restriction. Then this is all about what I have told you about the tools option. Now in the advanced searches, there is an option of advanced searches. We can give many other advanced searches. If I want any of the thing particularly related to any region, I want a lotus, or like we have different animals which are particular different in the different regions. So we can select any of the region, any country, full color, black and white. These are the alog options. Size, you can search for with your requirement size. These are the advanced searches, which is, I suppose, it is important with the point of view of our exams also, the certification exam. Then whatever we are searching, we can search it in this different formats. JPG file you want, GIF, PNG, BMP, these are different images files. This you can use is any like any format you can select, and only that format will appear in your Google search. I hope this is clear for images point of view. Now the next thing which I want to tell you is, while searching any of the text material, what modifiers you can use. Few modifiers which we can use are, first of all, let's suppose I want to search for any of the apps. I want to search any apps. Minus modifier is, it will not give that, like apart from, I'm just giving apps minus Android. That means apart from Android, it will give you all the other apps. Minus Android is one search modifiers specifier which you can give to search any of the things without, like if you want to remove from the search result, you can always use minus modifier. This is one modifier. Then another modifier which you can use is double quotes. Like I want to search, basically in Google we all say कि हम एक चीज ढूंढने जाते हैं, 1000 चीज हमें मिलती है. So we should know how you have to search, what exactly you have to write in the Google search. That is what search smartly. So if you are using, I just let's suppose I'm giving it the future of education. So it will only search, if I'm including it in double quotes, it will only search the things which will include this phrase. This is, you can include this in double quotes. This is your second modifier which I want to show it to you. The next thing which I want to tell you is file type. If I want to search anything, let's suppose I'm just writing about climate change, I want to have something. Now I'll just write file type dot ppt colon ppt. File type is again a modifier. File type, so only the PPTs related to climate change will come. If I have just written file type dot PDF, only the PDFs will appear. This is one of the other modifiers which you can use while working with Google. After that, another term modifier which we can use as for search is related, the term related. If I am searching anything related to any one particular topic, I am just writing related to Amazon.com. That's a website. So we will just have, I think I have written that wrong, sorry. I will just add all the websites related to this websites. All the searches will be related to this websites only. This is another modifier which we can use as related. The next thing which we can have is asterisk symbol. We all are using asterisk symbols in word searches or like our windows we want to search as a search. If let's suppose we want to search something, koi movie hai, any song hai, iska we don't remember the full name. So we can always give the asterisk symbol, and let's suppose I'm just writing Dil Hi, I just remember this word from a movie and I want to search from this. So the asterisk symbol, and after that it will fill up whatever will start with Dil Hi, and it will display you all the songs, all the movies with this term. This is the next qualifier. Then we have the colon symbol. Again, let's suppose I am just searching for kidney. Again, I will just say that if I'll just write Sydney Crosby, so it will give you many different options. But I am just writing Sydney Crosby site. Through a particular site, I want to search about Sydney Crosby. So I can give again site colon and nhl.com or whatever your search engines are. This is another thing which I want to say. Then there is, like, if I have opened a new Google box, you must be aware that this is Google appear here. Now, whatever search I have done, I can straight away type here. I do not have to open Google website again, and I can only click over this and this will give me the same result. So this box is known as Omni box, that whatever search you are having in google.com, it will automatically appears as the address bar of your Google. Whatever I have searched in this websites, it will now automatically, and now it is saved, and you can only go directly by clicking over the first word and opening that website or opening that search image. Next thing is Google can also be used as a calculator. I hope many of you must be aware about that we can use Google simply as a calculator. I am just writing 5 plus 90 and it will just simply open up the calculator. This is a main thing of Google. We can convert anything we want to convert, like $10 in rupees. We can directly ask Google these types of questions directly by typing it in the Omnibox or the search engine. I think, Reshma, it's all over. I have covered everything, and that's all, Reshma. I think I have covered everything.
Wonderful. Like, you gave a lot of details, actually, a lot details about search, which I had never explored. And moderators are excellent. So as a way of for the exam, you will not need to use moderators. But if you're very good at it, that helps you do it faster. But maybe you can just use finding how to find PDF images, how to find articles within this time range, a particular picture of a person. But excellent information, Mukta ma'am. And
Thank
thank you so much. And now the last topic of the session, right, Dr. Varia?
Yes, Narjeet
Very
ma'am.
exciting. Everybody loves it. We have been using it, but now let's just see more details from
Narjeet
Narjeet
ma'am.
ma'am. It is YouTube.
Over to you, Narjeet ma'am.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. I'm sorry, my throat is really bad today, but I'll try to. Can I start presenting, sir?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Yeah, here we are. So we know that YouTube is one of the most popular sites in the world. People use it to view and upload videos from all around the world. And because of the overwhelming amount of videos in the internet, um, it really becomes difficult or hard for us to find exactly what we are looking for, right? And for that, YouTube offers us beautiful search options, filter options. I'll show you how to do that. First of all, we'll go to YouTube. We'll go to that, just type it in the browser, go to the site. Here is your search box, and you can start searching for. This is the first thing that you are tested or also in the Google certification level 1, to search for some particular video. So for example, say I want to search for CBSE English class 12 sample papers or whatever, and I click on it. Here you will find filter. Click on this filter and you are going to get a lot of tabs here. Now, what all do these tabs do? They are filters, right? Just below the text box at the top of the world with an arrow beside it, just like I showed you now. So you have to just select the filter. You can pick your own specifications from left to right. The order is upload, data, result type, duration, features, and all. Now, what does upload data does here? Upload date, lets you narrow your search down from the last hour all the way to maybe this year. So you just have to simply click on the box you want to narrow it down to. For example, if you want a new article or a new video on CPSE that came out this week, then you can just simply click on this upload date, say in the last hour or today or this week morning, whichever, and you are there. Then there is type. In this type, what you do is you narrow down your search between regular videos, channels, and more. So click on anything that you want to use. You can also use it if you're looking for somebody's specific channel. For example, I'm looking for CBSE's channels. I can go for it. Then there is duration, which can be long or short. Click anything that you want to search for. Then in features, you're going to see high definition, CC, live, more. Pick through the ones that describe the video that you are looking for, and then sort by. This lets you choose between relevance, like upload date, the ratings, how many views the video has got, when was it uploaded, what is the rating, is it 5, is it 4, is it 3, is it popular, is it not? So you can always search your videos according to that. Now, let's say I want to search for videos here. It will show you all these videos which pop up relevant to your search option. Say I want to take up this video. Oh, advertisements, irritating. Yeah, so here we are. If I skip advertisements, it will start, right? So now, this is the video I have chosen. The next thing you are going to be tested on is how to subscribe, right? So for subscribing, you will see that while subscribing through YouTube, you sometimes come across many interesting. Now, what is the concept of subscribing? I'm telling you. So while scrolling through the YouTube, we come across very interesting videos sometimes. But then what happens is after watching the video or closing the app, we again struggle to find similar videos to educate ourselves. So subscribing to a particular YouTube channels help you re-watch those videos or look at the playlist of similar videos. So how are you going to subscribe? You will see the subscribe button below the likes, dislikes button. Here it is, the red button. You just have to click on it and you are subscribe to it. If you want to unsubscribe, again click on it, click on unsubscribe, and there you are. Once we have subscribed, you see this bell icon also here. Do you see this bell icon? Now, what is this bell icon for? This bell icon is for notifications. Like, for example, after you click on this option, in case you want to get notifications for new videos from this particular channel, you can click on this bell icon, and as soon as the channel uploads any new video, you are good to go for it. Now, as long as I am on this video, I'll show you some other options which we can try with the slides. Though it is not tested, but still, see, views, the number of views that we can use with YouTube. This is mini player. Mini players help us do what? See, the video has come down in a small box. When the video is playing, subsequently, at the same time, you can scroll through the other videos, you can go to your home page, you can check your subscriptions, you can do whatever you want in the meantime when this video is going on, right? Let's come back to our original view. Another option is theater mode.
Good student.
Theater mode lets us have the video play in a wider screen, and all the information like the description and subscriptions and the other videos that are going to follow, etc., they come below that. So it is a very convenient way to see your video also. And then one last is full screen. As the name suggests, the video runs on full screen. If you want to exit this, you can either press on this exit screen or you can press escape. That also gives us to come back to our default mode. Now, the next thing you will be asked is to either save the video or make a playlist. I'll come to playlist. First of all, if you want that, okay, this is a relevant video, but I do not have time right now to watch it, what you can do is you click on save and click on watch later. What happens is saved to watch later video. Now, this does what is, this helps you kind of make a bookmark of the video, and you save the video. So whenever you have time next, you can always go back and watch it, right? Now, the very important part of your exam is creating playlists. Now we're going to learn how to create playlists. For example, this is one video and I want similar videos to be at one place so that I can make a list of it and I can keep it with me for future reference, or if I want to share it with my colleagues or I want to share it with my students, I can do what? I come here. There is an option, create new playlist. Now, what are playlists? First of all, when you talk about playlists, playlist is a collection of videos that play in order, you know, one after another automatically. So the first step you have to make is decide where you want to host the playlist. Okay, automatically the playlists are actually hosted in the channel that you make them in. So be sure that you are always logged in before you make your playlist. Here it is, here. So you have to be logged in with your Gmail ID before you start making your playlists if you want them in your account. So click on it and create a new playlist. I can enter the name of the playlist, say CBSE sample papers. And my playlist is ready. Now this is visibility or the privacy that we have. I can either make it public or unlisted or private. Now what is a public video or playlist? It can be seen by anyone. They can be shared using YouTube. They are actually posted on your channel when you upload them, and somebody who searches for the same kind of with same as Mukta ma'am just was saying, search words, using the same search words, the results are going to be displayed on their search. Then there is something called private also here. So what is private? In private videos and playlists, only you can see them and the people you choose. Your private videos won't appear in the videos tab of your channel page. They also won't show up in YouTube's search results. They are not going to pop up in the search results also. So they are very private. And the last one is unlisted. As the name also suggests, they can be seen and shared by anyone with the link only. So they won't also appear on your videos tab of your channel page. They won't show up in the search results unless someone adds your video to their public playlist, right? So that we can learn about more when we learn in the second certification course. We can learn more about that. As of now, we are good to go, and I click on create. See here, added to CBSE sample papers. Now I have created. Now I want that, okay, one video is not enough. I want to add more to this. So what we do is, I go back here, I go through the channels, look for the videos. Supposing this is another video I want to add this also to the same playlist. What do? I go here. Now the
नमस्कार दोस्तों, मेरा नाम है अर्पित और आप सभी लोगों का मैं बहुत बहुत स्वागत
CBSE sample papers, the playlist that we had just created, it is appearing here, and we can click on it and it can be added automatically from here. It is saved. You do not have to go and save. So you can make multiple playlists by that. Now the next thing you will be asked is to share. How to share? Go here. You can either share it on your Facebook or you can share it on Twitter, as we had seen yesterday also with forms. You can share it on any of these media. Also, you can copy and share it through the email. For example, from this mail, I want to share. So what do? I go to compose, share it with anybody who wants to see. What you have to remember is that you have to insert a link of the same here. The link is inserted and you are good to go. You can send it. Right? So this is how we sort of start with the sharing options. Now, another thing that you are tested most probably is with the playlists, make a little editings in the playlist. For that, I'll go to my channel. You have to click on your channel, customize, and you can manage your videos, you can manage your playlists. So this is my homepage of my channel. These are the videos that I have created. These are the playlists that I have created. We had just created one playlist, CBSE sample paper. So let's go on this and let's see how we can make some editing. For example, this is a title. And if I want to edit the title, I click on this pencil icon. I write CBSE sample papers, class 12th. All right. And I save it. You can change the visibility from here. You can change the privacy from here, from public to unlisted to private. For now, I'm going to make it private. Also, this is the option to shuffle the playlist. There are two videos. If I want to shuffle the playlist is going to appear on this side. Okay.
नमस्कार दोस्तों, मेरा नाम है अर्पित और
तो बच्चों कैसे हैं आप सब?
Right. So you can shuffle the playlist from here. Oh, this is the option. You can watch, you can take it above, you can sort it out. You can add the with I got.
नमस्कार दोस्तों, मेरा नाम है अर्पित
You can add the recent ones here. You can sort by the date published. You can make the most popular one appear first. You can make the oldest one appear first, so on and so forth. Now here with 3 dots, there are more options that you can add. That is add videos. If you want that more than 2 videos need to be added, you can add more videos here. Now, if you want that all these videos should be added to another playlist that I have made, which should come under, say, only class 12th, I can add it all to one of the playlist that I have already created, say writing skills class 12th, and they are going to appear. We will see how they appear here. In my library, I go to the playlists and I see there were CBSE sample papers added, and in class 12th, I go and see. So the where did I add? I forgot. Where did I add?
Sample paper.
In the library. Sample papers is right. So here it is, and all the videos that you had added from are going to appear here with everything added. Now, you can also do what?
So Narjeet ma'am is testing if you are paying attention or not.
Actually, see, you have to play these tricks with your children also. Where did I do? What did I do? And then they can, please wake up and pay attention. Now,
Yeah.
and a few.
कैसे हैं आप
Hanji
सब?
sir, yes,
बहुत
you were
बहुत
saying
स्वागत
something?
It's in pedagogy, it's called the jerk therapy.
Yes, it is. It is called jerk therapy, and I call it wake up therapy. Wake up, sit, wake up this, wake up that. So here we are, and this gear, which is settings. From here, you can make a few things customized for you. For example, you want to make the speed of the video from normal to faster or slower. You can make it like that, and see if we play it.
है आपका आज की इस वीडियो में
So it is
आज की
almost
इस
sleeping.
वीडियो में हम रिव्यू करने वाले
Then there is the quality also. Now, what is the quality here? The quality is how the videos is appearing to give you the best viewing experience. The YouTube adjusts the quality of your video stream based on your viewing conditions. So that is why you may notice that quality of video changes as you are watching videos. There could be many factors that determine this video quality. It could be the speed of your internet, or it could be the video player, or the screen size, or the quality of the original uploaded video. So for example, if the video was recorded in standard definition, it is not going to be available for you in high definition. So you can always change the speed, and if I change the quality to lower, then this, see, the screen is going to go hazy here. It will not appear clearly, just because we have changed the settings. We have the quality is lower than what is expected. If I go to HD, the screen is going to appear very clear. I keep it on auto because I have full trust on YouTube and Google that they are going to adjust the viewing conditions for me very well. So, but basically, these are the few things that you are tested on for your level 1 exam. There are a couple of more things if I can share. One is restricted mode, which is a little important, not from the view of the exam, but yes, you should know about it, because when you are sharing, when you are making your videos and you are uploading them, keep this restricted mode on. When you keep this on, this helps to hide the potentially mature videos to appear on your channel, or if somebody posts a comment also of that kind, see, then it is going to, the YouTube is going to cancel out those requests, and it will make your channel safer to watch and safer to be, right? So you have to keep it either on or off. I always like keeping it off for myself, and sorry, on for myself, the restricted mode.
तो कैसे हैं आप सब? बहुत बहुत स्वागत है आपका आज
So this was pretty much all for the YouTube that you had to learn. So I am just once more going through that you have to, what you need to know for your level 1 exam from the point of view of YouTube is how to search a video, filter your search, save the video, make a playlist, subscribe to channel, and share the playlist. This is pretty much all that you need to practice. And see, me going through and you going through is not going to help much, though it is a good thing that we are all together and learning. But you really, as we said yesterday also, I'm repeating today as well, you really need to practice, because things can be very tricky with YouTube, especially when you are searching for videos, when you are going to make playlists, it can get a little tricky. So you really have to be thorough with it. And there are a few more terms which, if Mr. Varia can, we can discuss tomorrow, like incognito window, like
Yes.
how to log out,
It's
how to log.
it's already covered in the Chrome portion.
Yeah, we will do
In
it.
the
Yeah, Chrome part.
portion
Yeah.
And the Chrome portion. Yeah. So that is also very important. And please do, my request, a humble request, please do practice going into that mode and coming out of it before you sit for your exam. At least do it thrice and 4 times. Otherwise, you get lost when you see so many, they ask you to do so many things and you get just a little lost there. So do practice it before you sit. And again, from me, all the best. Keep practicing, keep learning, and come out with flying colors. Thank you so much. Over to Dr. Varia or anyone. Yeah.
Thank you, Narjeet ma'am. That was a brilliant session from your side. So exciting and so much of information for YouTube. Yeah, I think you can stop sharing, man. I think that it's a jam-packed session today. We start quite on time at 7 o'clock, and it's more 5 minutes more we have covered today. And the last portion of today is a quick pick. So kindly switch on the cameras. Wake up, everyone. And let us
Yeah, and I really appreciate the patience of our audience. They're here for 2 hours, for 3 days, and I can see the motivation in them, that learning and getting certified.
So,
really commendable.
The educators are the real Corona warriors behind the scene, and it is because of us things are going to come back to normal, if at all. I always keep on telling this thing to my staff कि अगर समाज को सही दिशा में ले जाना है तो वो एक शिक्षक ही कर सकता है, and we have to keep up to that level of work and we have to keep up to that level of motivation. So I always suggest थकना नहीं है, सोना नहीं है, हारना नहीं है, बहुत कुछ सीखना है. These are the changing times, these are challenging times, and we have to adapt to new things. Fortunately, we have these technologies with us, and fortunately it is made free, available free to us by Google. So once again, thanks to Google for same. So a quick pick, I want everyone to please switch on the videos. A quick pick. Yeah, and I'm good to go. Yes, 1, 2, 3. That's it. Thank you everyone for the pick. Thank you everyone. And,
yes, thank you so much for the mentors also. And remember, all of you, all teachers, you are doing a great job. We are all volunteers. We are all trying to share what we have learned. And I'm sure you all will like to share it with your colleagues. But before that, we need to be confident. And usually level 1, level 2 examination just brings in that confidence in you because you practice and now you can teach. So even like we are learning from other mentors also. There are so many things which I have never tried, but I just learned it from all our mentors today. So like Dr. Varia said, learning will never stop. And thank you so much. And we'll see you again tomorrow.
Thank you all the mentors.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. We can leave the meeting now, and I'm stopping this recording. Thanks. Yeah.
And Reshma will give us a very exciting news sometime in this week, with coming from the land of, as our journalists are calling, Satta Palat.
I don't know. Dr. Varia is also in
Our
line.
journalists are more